All right, Panther fans. Well, Stu and I don't know what to do with each other at this point. Um, uh,
Let's just get at it.
yeah, let's just get this out of the way right now. Everybody knows about my thoughts on the 10 seconds at the end of the game. I don't want to extrapolate on that too much.
Which I just corrected you.
Yeah. Apparently it was 20 seconds. So now I really don't want to talk about it. Spencer Knight. Let's just start with the elephant in the room because while we were cautious, obviously, in our optimism, we were still optimistic. And I don't think we would have been as optimistic had he played like this last year. Confidence seems to be waning on this kid. And that's a concern because 20-year-olds that start losing their confidence and aren't going to get a lot of games, if Bob comes back.
It's the pressure.
Yeah. What the hell? What do you see?
It's the pressure. It's the pressure of being the man. I think we can confidently say that Spencer Knight mystique is gone. He's not looked as sharp and as confident as he has in the last couple of games. Last night was an example. I know I watched your recap, and you basically said that if the player holds on to the puck long enough and goes top shelf,
right,
he's going to score. That was apparent on the Adam Fox goal, but the Adam Fox goal never should have happened because 3 fucking players went into the corner and left the guy all alone in front.
Yeah, old habits.
So,
yeah.
What can you say? What can you say? He's made some good saves, but right. I think he needs some work on his positioning, his biting at the first move.
Right. Yeah.
He looked. The highlight reel goal by Miller was just. The guy was pulled a Duke and just road runner speed, but he also made a really good cut in front of the net, and Knight went down and again roofed it.
Yeah. And
so not much else to say. Hopefully Bob will be back. And let's just hope he has a comeback game. Now the difference between last night and the games previous is we've scored 4 and 5 goals and gave him a cushion.
Right.
But, giving up a goal or two is, not the end of the world. Last night we're down 4-0, and both of us thought the game was over. Obviously, scoring 20, and listen, the boys they just didn't not show up.
Right.
We put so much pressure on Shesterkin in the first period.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We could have had 2-3 goals. Toronto had a freaking clear-cut breakaway. He scores that goal. We're up 1-0. Different game.
Right. No, that's definitely was a big difference. And I talked about that in the pregame yesterday, where we got the 4 on Carolina in that first period, and then second and third period, it was just a ton of chances and not able to bury. I was a little bit concerned that was going to continue, and that's exactly what happened. Obviously until the end. So hopefully, if anything good came out of that end, how it went was we kind of are back off the schneid with the scoring there, because we were having plenty of. Before, when it was 4-1, I think we were ahead in shots 40-17 or 39-17. That's dominating, but at the same point, we were dominating when we were dominating, but the mistakes we were making were bad, and that's
the mistakes last night was passing.
Yeah,
and I told you 3 of the 4 goals were maybe not the first one. Let's just say at least 2 of the goals. Definitely the Strom goal, Panarin to Strom, was Forsling, who rarely makes a mistake.
Yeah.
Trying to, pass it up to the, he was obviously on his side of the red line, but he tried to get somebody at the blue line going in, and it was intercepted and passed right to Panarin. 2-on-1, game over.
Yeah.
So we shot ourselves in the foot last night. Ekblad had a terrible game.
Beager had a really bad game.
He left. I always pronounce his wrong. It's Bitterjog, whatever his name is.
Oh, but yeah, I know what you're trying to. Yeah, I can't get his name right.
And Kreider. I mean, Ekblad didn't box out, and rebound came, and boom, that was in. So he had a bad game. I just thought, like I said, bad passes.
Right.
We didn't do anything on the power play. Too many passes. Obviously, the last, end of the game, I say 20 seconds. Penalty called. Barkov's in the corner. Huberdeau's in the corner. They should have just let up off the puck and let the Ranger touch it.
Right.
Then you're 6-on-4.
Yeah.
You got one less Ranger and you got 20 seconds. But like you said in your recap, we passed.
It's, I
That
mean, I just couldn't believe it.
Instead of shoot. Every time someone got the puck, you had Hornquist in front.
Yeah.
I don't know who else was in front, but you had guys in front. Rebound you just never know.
Right.
You never know.
And the shot they did get off did have a rebound, but there was no time to even get to it. So that was maddening because they made us care at the end. We had accepted our fate.
I tweeted, if we had had another minute or two, we would have tied the game. We had them on the ropes.
Yep.
Why did we wait? Well, I shouldn't say why did we wait. We had our chances. We just ran into a hot goalie.
Yeah, I mean, he was playing out of his mind, and then we're hitting posts, and I mean, the one deflection Lundell had was a beautiful, beautiful deflection, and it just hits. I mean, just hits the crossbar. I mean, that's the difference. If he scores, Lundell is great, and the game is tied, and it's a whole different planet. You know what I mean? But I will say this. Sorry, this is quick. At least it wasn't to Trocheck. Okay, at least it wasn't to Trocheck. See, I knew I could get you to smile there.
Listen, we've also been having puck luck in some of these wins, we had no puck luck.
Right.
Case in point, Reinhart was right at the side of the net. He took a shot. Sturkin had his toe right on the post. Reinhart whacks away a couple of times.
Yep. I know.
Again.
Yeah.
We had that 4-on-4, brain fart moment where we let in 2 goals. And again, that Miller goal was, highlight reel goal.
Right.
And Uyghur, just couldn't catch him. But listen, if anybody thought we were going undefeated.
No. No. Well, look. Like I said, we're on a 150-point pace, so we're okay for now.
I said 135, if you remember.
Is that right?
Yeah, I did. Go back and review one of the videos. All right.
What's the NHL record? What's
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know. As long as we win the division handily, and then we get home ice advantage.
Yeah.
But check this out. We're 16. I don't know. It was before last night. It was the last 16-0.
It was It was
6 games.
Right. From last season to this
last
season.
6 games, and then the 11 games or 10 games, whatever. So and we're undefeated at home, obviously.
Right.
7-0. So
look.
The big question is, do they come out tonight?
Right.
On fire.
How's Knight going to look tonight? That's the question I want to know.
Well, again, the key is getting out to a quick start, goal in the first 5 minutes, and then take it from there. Again, Jersey's a team. Look, any team in the league, you can't any team can beat any team on any given night.
Oh,
That's
sure.
my philosophy. And listen, the Rangers would do. They had a disastrous West Coast trip. They lost 4 in a row. They got shellacked in the last 2 games.
Right.
I mean, pretty much everybody saw what McDavid did them to tie the game, and they lose in overtime, and then Calgary wipes the floor with them. So they're coming home. And I kind of said to you, I was worried about that game last
Yeah,
night.
I was more worried about Pittsburgh, but not anymore. Now that look, it eventually had to happen. We're going to lose a game, so now that pressure's off, and we can just play hockey. The question I have for you, in regards to Spencer Knight, I mean, this might be a stretch, but do you think because do you think it's affecting him at all in the contrast or connection of being a young goaltender already, doesn't get a lot of playing time, and on top of it, I mean, like he's facing 8, 10, 12 minutes of no shots, not even seeing the puck, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden there's a flurry.
yeah, I agree with you. You know, Shesterkin made a few good saves in the beginning of the game, got comfortable, and then it was lights out. Listen,
Right.
he was in the zone last night. That's the reason we lost that game last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
I'm sorry, even though we made mistakes, the goalie, 91 attempted shots, 45 shots on goal.
Man.
How many shots just missed?
Right.
This goalie was
No,
out of his
I
mind.
agree. We got
Out of his
goalie.
mind last night. So
Yep.
give him props.
Oh
First,
yeah,
second, and
absolutely.
third star of the game.
Yeah. And the only other thing we saw, obviously Barkov came back. What's your impression of Mammon? I think last night was a little bit better. I thought he was a little bit more involved last night. When I asked this at the end of the live stream, and somebody brought up size, which I guess I understand, but I wouldn't mind. I mean, why is Mammon playing and Lomberg is sitting?
Good question.
On the third line, no less. Yeah.
That's a good question, which I don't really have the answer. I don't have the answer for that.
Yeah. But I'm a Lomberg fan.
I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
I think he looked better last night. I'm still not impressed.
Right.
I'm concerned about Marchment going down, not to change subjects, but to change subjects.
No, that's a good point.
He definitely got a good whack in the head last night. So,
right.
And he's been one of our best players.
Yeah.
He's just been solid, man.
Right.
Guy wins battles in the corners.
Yeah.
Guy's got good hockey IQ. He set up a few goals.
Yeah, he looks like he's out a week.
So I'm worried about concussion.
Right. Yeah,
we'll have to see what happens.
That didn't look good. That's for sure.
Luosterainen continues to impress. Right. And I don't know. I want some comments on this, guys. Don't you think that Luosterainen looks like Bugstad? I know they're wearing the same number.
Oh,
take a look the next time at this kid and tell me he doesn't look like Bugstad.
I don't know, man. Bugstad, I don't think was that fast. But do you mean like just looks?
No, I'm talking facially.
Like, in the face. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to look at that. That. I was thinking about that last night with E2. I'm going to call him E2 because the last name I'm just going to butcher it every time. But for a hot minute, I thought we might get the number 1 and number 2 Calder votes with Lundell and Knight, but E2's still considered a rookie, right?
I don't know.
But I mean, I don't think he's played enough games to
I don't know. There's a rookie out there. I forget the kid's name, but he's already got like 6 goals. And
well, Lundell's got 7, I think, or 6.
No, Lundell's got 3 goals.
3?
Yeah, 3, maybe 4, but I think it's 3.
Let's see. Maybe I'm thinking points, because I saw that he had almost as many points. I saw that he had
he's still a game. He's still, in my opinion, the best rookie out there, but I haven't seen it.
No, you're right.
But they go by scoring. So
yeah, you're right. It's 6 points. So what I saw the other day was that he had 6 points in 7 games. That's what I saw. But it's 3 and 3. It's 3 goals and 3 assists.
That would have been a nice tip in last night.
Yeah, I think E2's got 4 goals actually. Yeah. So, hey, look, but if even the fact that we're talking about multiple guys that could get Calder votes, right?
Eric, you know what? I could give up the Calder Cup. I want the big cup.
Oh, hey, I'm not disagreeing there.
So that's all I'm thinking about. You know, Calder, Conn Smythe, who gives a shit? Let's win the Stanley Cup.
Well, we
So,
need to stay
I know
off.
it's just you know, subject for discussion, but let's see. Oh, I read something a little while ago on Twitter that when Q was coaching, Barkov's time was 21 minutes,
Right.
and now he's up over 24 minutes. I don't
Well,
like that.
Yeah, but let's give it some context there. Q had Bennett the entire time.
Okay.
And that fourth line with Thornton was eating up some good minutes too. So
Yeah, we need Bennett back.
We need Bennett back.
That was a big loss.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think that's because of the injuries, because Brunette had the one game, and then Bennett and Thornton have been out since. So I get what they're saying, but those last few games when we had that fourth line with Thornton and Vetrano and Hornquist, they were eating up minutes. They were playing well.
Yeah.
And then that's what was keeping Barkov and those guys off the ice. And then, Bennett goes, and then, Thornton goes. And then some of that is a little bit skewed also because the one overtime game where he basically played like 4.5 minutes.
Well, we already talked about that.
Right.
So speaking of Hornquist, I gave Hornquist first star of the game last night.
Yeah, I mentioned
that guy he was a man possessed.
Wait a minute, I'm not going to praise him. Sorry, I can't praise him. I won't. I can't talk. I can't talk good about him. Sorry, he sucks. He's got to play better. Sorry, I'm not allowed to praise these guys, no matter where I do it. How many times do we have to go through this, Stu? You know what I mean?
Listen, it is.
I know you say it doesn't matter, but I keep proving that it does, and that's the problem. I mean, I literally said Ekblad and Uyghur had their best game as a pair.
Yeah, every Panther is watching your podcast.
It's the universe.
And letting your praise go to their heads. I don't think so. So, but yeah, Hornquist was great last night.
Yeah.
And he had actually, there was another scrum in front where he was banging away. I really thought he was gonna score on that one also.
Oh yeah, that was the
I think that was in the second period.
Yeah, I think Shesterkin didn't even know where the puck was and it was under him.
Yeah, and I think Adam Fox covered the puck with his hand.
Right.
You guys would have to look at the replay, but that's what I caught.
One of those
either that or he shoved it under Shesterkin's pads. But.
Yeah, and there was another one with Hornquist. There was another scrum where the puck was loose, and I saw Hornquist missed. But he tried to push the puck into the net with his glove, but he missed.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same sequence.
Is that the same one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I know you made mention in the recap about Huberdeau. Where is Huberdeau? Huberdeau's disappeared. I mean, we need him.
Well, as soon as Bennett went out.
Tippett, same thing.
Tippett, I mean, look, Huberdeau and Tippett are both still playing. They're still, playing the defensive end of the game. That there's no doubt about that. Tippett's had a couple chances. He's not burying them. What's he got? 1 goal, 2 goals. That line hasn't been. I mean, even when Bennett was there, they haven't been scoring a ton of goals.
Yeah, but they need Bennett. That chemistry is
right.
Even with Lundell, who's a great player, that the chemistry between Bennett and Huberdeau is amazing.
Yeah.
But I thought for Hagee probably got my second star. He was all over the place. Duclair, I'm not going to give him a pass. Listen, it's just, again, we didn't play bad.
No, I know.
I don't think the Rangers dominated us at all, even at 4-0. I just think, again, we ran into a hot goalie, which happens to us all the time.
Yeah.
We get a goalie like that guy that used to be on Carolina that's now on Billy Metslakis.
Not the
Delfovich. Yeah, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, that last year in one of the Carolina games, that guy was also just out of his mind. Anyway, the big test is tonight.
Yeah,
they got to come back and they got to dominate and they got to bury it. New Jersey is not the greatest team. I don't know. I don't know where they are in the standings,
I
but
was looking yesterday.
we need to have a rebound and a message game, to the league. Like, okay, we lost last night. It happens. Now we need to start a new streak.
Has anybody heard anything about Bob in terms of length of the injury? I'm looking at the Devils now. The Devils are 5-3-2, and oddly in next to last place in that division. Everybody in that division is, if you don't count the overtime losses, got more, is over 500. The Penguins are in last place at 4-3-3 with 11 points. And the Devils are next to last with 5-3-2, which, but their goal differential is not terrible. 26-4, 30 against. So in fact, it's the same as the Rangers, the goal differential. So, and then there we are.
There's no.
I just looked at our division. I'm sorry, but these are the goal differentials in our division. Are you ready for this? This is excluding us. The goal differentials in our division are -4, 0, -5, 0, -1, -12, -19, and we're sitting there at +21.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay, well, that's a testament to the offensive juggernaut that we have.
That's a hell
which,
of a
if in the last, well, it was a minute and 26, we scored the 2 goals.
Yeah, there was
if we had gotten it, and I told you, once we got that first goal with 20 seconds, we needed to get another goal in the next 5 minutes. That was crucial.
Yeah.
And then obviously time just, we ran out of time.
We ran out of time.
But
that's okay.
We need to bring it from opening whistle tonight.
Yep.
Again, I'm still on track for 23-2. So
yeah, you're good. You're good. You're looking good. You're looking just good. I hope. Let me know how much you put on Vegas on that. Okay.
Well, speaking of Vegas, and I've been telling you and everybody else, before the season started, the line on the Panthers to win the cup was 2,200 to 1. And I actually have a friend in Vegas that said, hey, just tell me and I'll put it down for you.
Yeah.
I was going to put $100 down. And I procrastinated for whatever reason. I don't know. I just should have done it, not given it a thought. And of course, once we went 8-0 or whatever it was, the odds dropped down to like, 650 or something, crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but
well,
that's pissing me off.
We all have those stories. We could fill up a whole show with how I screwed up this gambling scenario story. I'm sure
22 grand on $100 bet would have been nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else we got?
I think that's it, man. I think we've touched on it. And we just got to come out tonight. My big thing for tonight is I know we're going to play well. I know they're going to come back and play well. Spencer Knight, I really, really, really need to see some flashes of the confidence that we saw last year, so that we can go back.
What we got to do is prevent breakaways.
Yeah,
he's looked awful on every breakaway. All right, he stopped one. I think it was in the third period.
He did stop one late. But for the most part, but that's that one that he stopped was they shot it low.
He's been biting on the deeks. That's been his problem. He's been committing. Another thing
I lost you.
Taking back the goal on the goalie interference.
But
that wouldn't have happened if he had stayed in his net and not gone out past, he was on the right side of the blue paint.
Right.
He overcommitted. He's done that at least 2-3 times.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I'm still hearing what you're saying, but your picture is completely frozen up. You look good though. You look like you're very contemplative, like you're just looking off into the sunset. There you go. Now you're back. You spent about 2 minutes like this. It was great.
You gotta edit that.
I can't edit it. There's nothing I can do. But we could hear what you were saying. It was like one of those monologues in the movies where the guy is just standing there, and then you can hear what he was saying, but his lips weren't moving.
All right, perfect. You guys can make fun. By the way, I was texting with Randy. He's on the mend.
Good.
He's coming along slower than he thought, but he's feeling better every day. So hopefully he'll be back, because that broadcast really misses him.
Yeah, we need Randy Moeller.
I'm not going to knock anybody. Let's just say no one can replace Randy Moeller
Yep.
as the best color commentator in the league. Period.
Yep.
Ended.
Period. The end. Yep.
And I'll end with that note.
And on that note, we will see you guys after tonight's game tomorrow with a much happier version of this show. All right.
We need 4 or 5 goals. And we need at least 2 in the first period. And we need 1 in the first 5 minutes. Let's just say.
Yeah, an
5
early
to 10
goal.
minutes.
Let's give Spencer a lead. I think that's what we're trying to say.
That's
Let's give Spencer a lead.
That's what the key is. Okay.
Yep.
Because they, even with Bob, you're a goalie with a, couple of goal lead. You're playing a little loose, looser than being behind.
Yeah.
Where you're thinking you can't let up another goal.
No, I know. So, all right, but we will chat again tomorrow.